Hi everyone, Damon here. I am back from my summer holidays, back at it. Sorry I have not posted much lately, but loads and loads of cool stuff coming up. Lots of reviews of guitars, of software, pedals, and quite a lot of people ask me to do some playing. Chivers, do some playing. Show us how you do that clever stuff. I'm not sure if it's clever, but it's stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to do a mixture of all of that coming up. I'm going to do some stuff on Multmedia Tone X, which I think is a bit of a game changer. It is really excellent. I've got a lovely hardtail Charvel. Oh, I loves me a Charvel. I've got the Juanes, Strat, and some other stuff, some cool stuff coming up as well. So the first thing I thought I'd have a go at, now I'm back, is talk a little bit and do some playing examples of the IK Multimedia Tone X software. This is Tone X Max, which thank you very much to the wonderful people at IK Multimedia for sorting me out with. I've always used Amplitude. To me, IK's Amplitude is the best modelling software. So that's modelling software. It emulates amp sounds, but what with Kemper and Quad Cortex, etc., now it's all about profiling, where we're actually basically taking a recording of an actual amp, speaker configuration, maybe a pedal in front of it, whatever, in a room. So it is allegedly, the exact replication of that amp in that situation, in that room. So really cool. I've got friends who use Kemper, Quad Cortex, a lot of the times at work, for instance, the Fender Artist Relations stuff, we have to have Quad Cortex because so many new rock metal bands use it out on the road. My mate Rob Harris, who plays with Jamiroquai, he has 2 Quad Cortexes, just programmed exactly the same, and he flies all over the world, and that's what he uses now. So little on stage sound these days. It's the future. It's not the future, it's now. So what I thought I'd do, so the Tone X thing, you can download the software for free. So I've just gone through very quickly, listened to some of the stuff that IK have done, some of the stuff other people have done. The other beauty of this stuff is you can upload your own presets as well. So I'm going to do some clean stuff today. I have the Moose Caster here, which now has a set of Fender Custom Shop Fat 50s in it. I changed out the Monty's humbuckers. I've just bought this, which is off the Fender.com website, which is just literally a scratch plate already wired. You just drop it in. It's a thing of beauty, and it sounds killer. So, okay, so the first one I'm going to do here is actually allegedly a Dumble Overdrive Special number 80. So I think we all know what that's going to sound like. There's reverb you can add here. The cab is also apparently a Dumble cab as well. There's a little bit of reverb. If you see me do this, I've got an Exotic Effects Osnoy overdrive, maybe just to see how they take pedals, because obviously a big part of using profiles is that you need to be able to use it with the stuff that you know and that you love. I haven't got the Tone X pedal yet, but you can download all these sounds onto a pedal, put them straight into a PA, which is very exciting. I do quite a lot of gigs in London, where there's very small stages and it's all done just direct into the PA. I use a Helix Stomp at the moment, so maybe we'll do some Helix Stomp versus Tone X. Exciting times if you're a guitar player. Okay, so this is the Dumble. This is the first one I'm going to do. I'll do a bit of clean, then I might add this for a bit of gain. You can change the gain, volume, treble, mid, bass on the profile as well. So this is the Dumble. Let's see how this sounds. Sounds wicked, even with a tiny little bit of hair on it from the Oz Noy. Sentence I never thought I would say. A little bit of hair on it from the Oz Noy. So the next one I'm going to look at is 2 Rock, which is essentially the TS1, it was supposed to be basically like a Dumble clone, but to me, I mean, I'm not sure if this is how it's profiled. It's got a little bit more hair on it already. Yeah, so it's not spanky clean. But it's a great sound. Have a listen to this with the Strat, it sounds wicked. Those two are fairly similar. The second one maybe a little bit more gainy, but they're, that's pretty much, we're sitting firmly in the Fender camp pretty much there in terms of tonality. So the next one I'm going to do is a 1966 Vox AC30 top boost. So I think this is the first time from those two. This does sound remarkably different. I'm going to do some I'll do some Marshall ones in a minute as well, because they sound great as well. But I've also got a little bit of slapback echo I might just add on the front end of this to give it some real proper 60s vibe, man. Okay, so this is AC30 top boost. Here we go. Funky. Got carried away there. Yeah, but that's a great sound. That's kind of nailing that that EL84 thing. That very chimey top end. Sounds killer with a bit of like analog emulated delay into the front end of it. I love it. So the next one I'm going to do is, let's have a look. I think I'm going to go Tone King Imperial, on the edge of breakup apparently, like many of us. Okay, so here we go. This is the Tone King Imperial. Let's go. last one I'm going to do in this section before tomorrow. I'm going to post some crunchy tones. That was kind of crunchy, sounded killer. But this is called Clear Your Head. This is a Marshall JMP, apparently cleaned through an 8x10 Marshall cab. You don't want to be loading that one into the venue down the back steps or up the back steps. We've all been there. It's a nightmare. Like bass players with Ampeg SVTs. Let them load their own stuff in, that's what I say. Okay, so, you know, Marshall much maligned even, in terms of clean sounds. I was once doing some videos with Leah Anderton's, and they had a 69, I'm going to say, wide box plexi, and it was one of the best clean sounds I've ever heard. Until me and Rob and Chappers blew it up. That's a different story. Yeah, so Marshall's genuinely clean, do sound killer. This one sounds great, and this is one of the IK ones. So let's have a listen and see how this sounds. So just to keep things a little bit more contemporary and up to date as well, finally I've got a Bogner Goldfinger SL, which does sound like quite a nasty infection of the sinuses or something. I've got a Bogner Goldfinger SL, but so I've got the Boss MD200 here and a little bit delay as well going into it to give it a kind of a nice sort of 80s vibe with a bit of delay and a bit of chorus. So don't forget, starting tomorrow, we're going to do the drive, we're going to do the crunchy sounds tomorrow, and then on Wednesday we're going to do the filth, and then we'll do the weird. Okay, so here we go. This is the Bogner Goldfinger.